So for today's video, I will be transplanting my seedlings, my water spinach, in this container. I'm gonna share some tips in transplanting seedlings in general. This is supposed to be a Friday schedule, however, I wasn't been able to film because of rainy weather. And as you might know, I don't film in rainy weather. So this is currently the state or the status of the seedlings, and some of them have already experienced dropping off. So that is dropping off where the lower part of the seedling is unhealthy while the rest is very healthy. So yeah, I gonna need to work on this. There's even a mushroom. I don't know if that's even a seed pot or a mushroom, but yeah. I'm gonna check the root system of this water spinach, and if I saw like white spots, then that's mold. Yep. So I'm just gonna thin some of the unhealthy seedlings real quick before we transplant them. Only 5 survived. So I think I have change of plans. Rather than using this pot, I'm gonna use a slightly smaller pot because I wasn't expecting this. Alright, so in transplanting seedlings, be sure that you are in the right weather and the right time. So ideally, you wanted to transplant in the morning, early in the morning, or better, late in the afternoon where the sun is set. I also highly recommend transplanting in sunny weather because if you are gonna experience like rainy weather, there's a high chance that the seedlings might suffer from dropping off, just like what had happened to my water spinach seedlings. So this is how I normally transplant. I dig a hole and then carefully squeeze or loosen the soil in the seedling tray or small pot such as this. And then you can use a stick or a small shovel or even a spoon. This is a clean stick, make sure that it is sanitized. So you just want to poke the soil carefully, not to disturb the root system, and then lift the soil or seedling mix to further break or soften the soil medium. Once that is set, you're gonna need to separate each seedling very carefully. Oops, I heard a little bit of a crack there. So yeah, that's our seedling. And then with the hole that we dug earlier, just firm or press it in there. So that is one seedling done. We still have 4 more. In regards to when to transplant, it depends on the plant that you are about to transplant. But ideally, you want it to have, or they must show off permanent leaves. So after the cotyledon or the first set of leaves, a few leaves will sprout such as this, and that is what we call the permanent leaves. So make sure that that is present, and the seedling earns a few height. So that's the general rule of thumb. Oh, nice. Well, that was unexpected. If you're doing hydroponic farming, it is recommended that you soak them into the chlorinated water to soften the root system and to also set off the soil. And this is a very important reminder, that is to water the seedlings right after you transplant them. This is to avoid further transplant shock, and the symptoms of heavy transplant shock is droopy leaves and slow growth. So it is very advisable to any plant to water them after transplanting. For about 3 days, be sure that you put this in indirect sun. You can put them in your garage, or if you have a greenhouse, that's better. So you can also put this near a tree where there is a lot of shade. So that is all for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, consider hitting the like button. If you have comments, suggestions, or thoughts, leave it in the comment section. If you want to support my channel, subscribe. This is at Kashel, signing out.